Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here with an Auntie. Say, is it so? Say, is it so? We have found out more information about Janelle, and Garrison and Kody, and we're going to talk about the revelation of Garrison's last chat text message. Y'all ready to get into it? Let's do it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and lives. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. And if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I was very ambitious with thinking that that I would stop working and be out here at 4:30, and then I had to reschedule it again. But I am here. Thank you all so much for your patience, your kindness, your generosity to this woman, right? Because she was ambitious, honey. She was like, I'm gonna get out there at 4:30. Work wasn't allowing it. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. So, y'all, I have an update on the Garrison situation, and I wanted to share it with you all. Shortly after this, there's yet another update, and so we're going to be talking about that as well. According to right on online, and I will make sure that I put the full article downtown in the description box so that you can click on it and see it in its totality. It says that Sister Wives Garrison was from his father Kody before his shocking death. His mom Janelle told the police. So, according to the Sister Wives star Janelle Brown, informed the police that Garrison had been estranged from his father. I really want to be careful how I say this, okay? According to the Flagstaff police, it appeared that on March 5th, officers responded to a report of a death at the home. They spoke the home by Gabe, who found him before calling 911. It said the Gabe indicated that Garrison had been struggling with mental health concerns and alcohol abuse per the police report obtained by Radar Online. They say as they reported, Janelle told the officer she and Garrison had exchanged text messages with her the night before his passing, also commenting that she wished to have noticed the signs and gotten him help in the past. He also messaged people that they work with, according to Janelle, saying, I want to hate you for sharing the good times, but I can't. I miss these days. So after speaking with Janelle, the police officer stated that Gabe left the scene to go and pick up Kody and return with him to the apartment that Garrison has shared with some roommates. They said, but however, another family member went to assist, and Gabe returned a while later on his own. So the estrangement between Kody and his children, according to Radar Online, shared with Janelle, was addressed during the season 18 of the reality show. In quotes, they said, we reached out and tried to be open and neglected and overlooked for offenses that were believed to have happened, but they never did, Garrison said in one episode. They said that Kody, however, gave his own take on the situation in a confessional interview, saying he had reached out to both of his sons and that he got rejected. He said they're not being fair. Now, yesterday, so wait a minute. So in a message to his sons, Gabriel and Garrison shared during a one-on-one special last season, Kody said, boys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to protect my family. Next time I'd manage it differently, and I'm sorry. I'll make sure I put the link down in the box. Now, yesterday I had one of my beloved nieces and nephews to reach out to me in my DMs. And a lot of them were referring to season 18, episode 9, where the family was to gather together over at Garrison's house. And Garrison had mentioned during that episode that he got the house that he wanted. He had a new job. He went into the military. And he said he even had purchased a car that his father told him not to purchase. And that he felt like his dad just did not care about it. I think what disturbs, and at first I was taking the attitude, and I think that many other people probably were doing the same thing. I was taking the attitude that when things like this happen, we have a tendency as human beings to want to place blame. And I did not want any blame to be placed unless there was some type of note or some other indications, right, of what had happened. And then we get this report from Radar, who indicates that Janelle said brought that up. Now, there was also information that was provided that Gabe wasn't living with Garrison. Now, when we saw it in season 18, episode 9, Garrison and Gwen were all supposed to move in with him. They didn't think that, at the time that it was a good idea because they are so different and they have different political views and all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't really recommended by the family that, this take place. But allegedly Garrison had some other roommates who was living with him during this time. Now, they had indicated that in the police report that Garrison, the night before, they had heard some popping noises. And the popping noises was going off, in the house. And I guess maybe they didn't think that, at the time it was a GUN shot. Although they smelled smoke. But none of the roommates, allegedly, got up to go and check on Gabe. Now, if I hear popping noises, scratching noises, or whatever, I'm going to check and see what it is. But again, I'm an older woman, maybe it's just, I don't know. But I feel like I would have gotten up and said, hey, what the hell is going on? And if I had smelled like a burning noise or whatever. And so I just was like, okay, so what happened? Was it a failure? What was that? I'm very curious to see, if in the later dates we find out what that noise was Friday night. But allegedly, there were some things that were going on, some text messages that Garrison was sending out in a chat. And Janelle became concerned about it. They said that he was sending it to people that he worked with. And I don't want to put it out there, right? Because I don't want nobody coming and sue my ass. What's not acceptable? Did Ray Dollar get them? I don't see Sherry, so I don't know if I have her blocked. I don't see anybody by the name of Sherry. But let me concentrate. Ray Della, is Ray Della out here? I apologize for those of you all who are coming in, or if this is your first time being here. It appears that there's something going on in the chat. I don't believe my moderator is here, and I apologize for you seeing this level of disruption that's going on in my chat. Please accept my sincere apology. Okay. So when you repeat it, it shows up again. So I'm gonna have to delete this because nobody knew what it was. I blocked it. So I'm just going to delete your comment, but you're not blocked. So anyway, my apologies. So I know that we're all sensitive, but we absolutely have to watch what we say in the comment section. Thank you for bringing that to my attention in the way that you did without repeating what the person said. I appreciate it. We're all upset about this, and it is so easy to place blame on people, right, and situations and all of that. But we do have to be mindful of how we express our grief. We all have watched over the last 18 seasons these kids grow up, and so we feel like we have a connection to them, right, because we've watched them. But we have to understand as human beings, right? And I'm just going to keep it all the way funky. We all make mistakes. And we all think that we got tomorrow. Let's just keep it a buck 100. Being a parent is very difficult. And it is easy to stand on the outside, to look in at a situation and believe that you have the answers and that you have surmised everything that has happened in this person's life, and you don't. Life is difficult. People are difficult. Situations are difficult. Family is difficult. I have had countless people in my chat over the years who have said that they are estranged from their family, that they're not speaking to their mother, their father, their cousin, their brother or sister, or even their children. It is not uncommon to have family issues. And we all think we got tomorrow. And we all feel like we are justified in our position as to why we don't speak to so and so and so and so. But your life ain't in the public. And that is not in any fucking way making an excuse for Kody, because I can't stand his ass. But I understand as well that being a parent, being a human being, period, we think we're right. We stand on our 10 toes down to the ground, and we become stubborn And sometimes we get desensitized, but in no way were the things that he appeared to be going through one person's fault. It's a combination oftentimes of things. And you have some people who live their life and they, have other things that are going on. And so it's not fair to place blame on him, even though Janelle mentioned it, that he had been estranged from his father. She didn't mention his alcohol problem. She didn't mention, because allegedly his roommates and friends said he had an alcohol problem and had told them that he was not going to be drinking anymore. So he thought that he had tomorrow. He thought he had tomorrow. Allegedly, Janelle was very disturbed by what was going on and what he was saying in the text messages. And it appears, and I'm not saying it is, that he was talking to the TLC staff or maybe someone at the network, because he said, "I want to hate you." Let me find it. He also messaged people they worked with, saying, in quotes, "I want to hate you for sharing the good times, but I can't. I miss those days." Who are these people that he worked with? What does he mean? I want to hate you for sharing them. We can't sit out here and blame everything on Kody, y'all, because this took. Even though we love Janelle, by her own admission in this article on Radar Online, said that she regrets not giving him or getting him the help that he needed. We're not perfect people. We make mistakes. We drag our feet. We procrastinate. We see a sign thinking that things are getting better, and we table it and we put it on the back burner because, we see that this person, appears to be better or whatever, but we cannot. This situation that happened within the family unit may have been a contributing factor, but allegedly his friends and everybody said he had an alcohol problem, which never, ever solves a situation. Allegedly, they would have to get up at night because he would be so drunk that his friends would have to drive him to go and get him something to eat and then bring him back. Because this is how much, allegedly, he had been abusing alcohol. There were other factors, y'all. There were other factors. So, yes, Kody is he's the bad guy in this. It's very easy to point the finger at Kody. And again, y'all know I cannot stand Kody's ass, but I think it's unfair. And to bring Robin into it, don't do that, y'all. Life and death is very complicated. There is no simple answer, and there is no one answer. And while I know it is easy to say those motherfuckers, right? It's very easy. It's not fair. They also allege that he was having problems with his ex-girlfriend. Do we blame her? There probably was a combination of things that he was going through. So y'all, please, I'm asking just for a little consideration in my comment section. You can think whatever you want to think. But please have some consideration for those people who are in the comment section and people like myself who have known other people who have done this. There is no simple answer. And sometimes you don't get the answer at all. You can perceive and believe, and that may be your reality, but that may not be the whole truth. And we have to learn how to sit back and watch. Many people may say it's Janelle's fault because Janelle didn't give him the help that he needed when he needed it. She had allegedly, well, not allegedly, after she had been texting Garrison back and forth, and he was reaching out to people and having these, conversations via text message. She sent Gabe and said, Gabe, I need you to go over there to Garrison. Allegedly, when Garrison got there, and this is going to be something else. I mean, this is going to be a little sensitive, but if turn off your ears, skip past this part. This is a little graphic. When Gabe got there, his brother was on the sofa, and he thought he was asleep. He thought Garrison was asleep. But with further and close examination, he learned that he wasn't asleep. That this horrible act had taken away the brother he loved so much. And we know that Kody had to been distraught because while Janelle was there talking with the police, he had to go and get his father. Just because people are estranged from each other doesn't stop the love. Doesn't mean that this isn't a father who's lost his son. The grief that he has to be, that Kody, and I know y'all don't want to give him, I know y'all don't want to give it to him, but y'all got to understand that he is a father who lost his son. At the end of the day. And can you imagine the grief that not only Janelle and the rest of the family is experiencing, but that Kody, with all the he done did, is a grieving father. The regret of not having those conversations. The regret of getting out here and trying to protect himself by talking all kinds of stuff. He is still a grieving father. And the guilt that he is going to have to deal with, we can't even imagine. Your grief is causing you to point your finger at Kody. We all are in some way, I suppose. But his guilt, for whatever, is going to cause him to point his finger at himself, probably for the first time ever in his life. Y'all, he is a grieving daddy that is his biological son. It is, y'all. And nobody ever thinks that it's going through a dispute with your family, friends, or whoever. Nobody thinks today's my last day that I'm going to get a chance to fix this. I got tomorrow. I got next week. Oh, I ain't talked to him or her in 2 weeks. Oh, you know what? I'll see it at the 4th of July cookout. None of us who are in dispute or estranged from anyone in our life ever ever counts up the real cost, that whatever it is, it's not worth it, that whatever it is, we don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow ain't promised to anybody. And even if you believe that this person, did this to themselves, the grief of a parent, I can't imagine. That's why I say check on your strong friends. Check on your strong friends. Check on your strong family members. I always tell y'all, listen to what is not being said. Janelle knew that there was something going on, but didn't time wasn't on his side. It wasn't on their side. Not getting him the mental health care that he needed. The time wasn't on her side. Gabe driving, time wasn't on her side. And so when you think about this, think about all the what ifs and all the people that we assume gonna be here tomorrow. It's not promised to us. It's not promised. And with his alcoholism, he even promised his friends, this is gonna be my last week. I ain't drinking no more. How many times have we told ourselves, child, I ain't doing that no more. I am not eating that no more. No, I'm going to get my ass in there and I'm going to work out at the gym. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change that. Next week, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. At the new year, I'm going to do this and do that. But time waits on nobody. And it's absolutely not guaranteed. Y'all, please understand that Garrison had 2 living parents. And our heart goes out to the whole family, including Kody. Including Kody. Don't mean I ain't gonna drag his ass when we get back to recap it. But he is a grieving father. And I hope that this opens his eyes and gives him an opportunity to reconcile. To reconcile with the rest of his family. No, God didn't allow this to teach him a lesson. God didn't allow this so that he can reconcile. That's not how God works. God says that everybody has free will. But I pray that this allows that whole family to be reconciled. To get it right and get it straight. Because at the end of the day, his children, Janelle's children, love him. Mary, they all posted kind of the same message. I don't remember seeing it on Christine's. But we all know that Christine was just as much as a mother to Garrison as Janelle was. And I thought of her yesterday. I thought about the last time that they got together and had a great time was at her wedding. They were all reunited, and it gave us a warm, fuzzy feeling, y'all, at the end. Didn't it? When they got together and we saw them dancing together, it gave us such a warm feeling. And the only person that was missing was Kody, and we recognized it and we celebrated him not being there. That's just tell the truth. We celebrated. It was so good to see them together. But while we enjoyed not seeing him there probably was an undertone of hurt. Can y'all imagine how Christine feels? We watched Christine over the last 18 seasons nurture that boy. When Janelle was out working and trying to establish her life, and Logan would get up in the morning and take care of the kids, and Christine was home, I can't even imagine even the hurt from Christine. To finally be free and be loved, to lose one of the loves of her life. I'm telling you, I really thought about Christine, and it absolutely brought me to tears. I think about Logan. Whew. It's rough. Y'all, we got to keep this family in our prayers. And we have to understand that things are much more complicated than what we believe, what we can think, what we can imagine. We stand unified. We can help the family. Please leave your negative comments about the family. Don't bring eyebrows up, because eyebrows at the end of the day is a small fraction of what's going on right now. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for being here. If you need any assistance, if you feel overwhelmed, there is a hotline that you can call, 988, and someone is standing ready to talk to you. And I just want to go out of here and let y'all know, check on your strong friends. Don't assume because they strong that things ain't going on. That life is not getting overwhelming. That they don't have issues. Check on your strong friends. I want to say thank you to Green Chicken Man for becoming a member of Auntie's Advice. I apologize for not being out here earlier to celebrate you in person, but thank you so much for joining the membership. We welcome you. And if you all have an opportunity, either in the live chat or in the replay, to welcome Green Chicken Man to the Auntie's Advice membership family, please do so. I love you all. I'm going to be back out in a couple of more minutes because there is yet another update that I think you all should know about. I love you all so much. Until we meet again, y'all be safe in the streets and in the water, and check on your strong friends.